macchiatos that you have in a butter tart.
I was ordering here.
Oh, I didn't see you. You just must have come in after
Clearly
me.
you saw me. I was standing right here.
I didn't see you. No way.
Yeah, you did. I was ordering a water.
Listen, excuse me, Miss 7-time world champion, Miss... Oh, look, I'm on the cover of Today's Bride.
Right, so not only did you see me, but you also know me and you're buying my magazine.
I'm not buying your browsing. I'm not buying your magazine.
You're looking at me. I see what you're doing there. I'll have a water, please.
Excuse me, I have to go.
Excuse me.
Things to do.
If you don't mind, I'm very thirsty. I'm quite parched. So if you don't mind, I'll have that water, please. Thank you. Thanks. I'm Trish Stratus, and this is The Hour.
Look who it is. It's Trish Stratus.
Where? Oh,
right
here.
there.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You're all right? Bam.
Oh, look who it is. It's
this
Trish
is a
Stratus.
Paparazzi shot, totally candid. You were walking to work as a bride.
It looks like it.
Yeah?
It looks like I'm like, if you guys take one more picture of me.
That's right.
Where's the bridal smile? Why aren't you happy, Trish? Aren't you happy to be getting married? Hello.
You're not. You have two. This could be one of two looks. A, get away from my man.
Yes.
Or B, help me.
That's get away from my man.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. When I was getting in the zone. I thought, what look do I want to go for? That was it.
You know, when we first met, it was a press conference years ago at the back of a restaurant, and this was your thing. You were a fitness model. You were doing all this stuff, right?
Yep.
And could you ever have imagined, you know, at that, 10, 15 years ago, what was going to happen to your career and where you were going to go?
No. I know, it's crazy, and it was about 9 years ago now. Yeah, no, who would have thunk? I'm thrilled. I'm really excited by the opportunities that come my way.
Talk to me about this stuff here, because there was a time when these magazines with with a woman on the cover, like the health thing is it's so huge. It's such an industry. Yeah. In a sense, and talk about your experiences with doing this part of your career.
Well, a lot of my background came from sports. I always played sports as a kid growing up, and then I finally transitioned when I got the opportunity to do fitness modeling. That's all I did is eat, sleep, and train, and get ready for photo shoots. That's what I did. I trained for a living. So I did a lot of this sort of stuff. But I studied biology, kinesiology in school, so I kind of got the chance to practice the theory that I've learned.
At York University?
At York University.
Yeah.
So see that training came in handy. After all, I didn't just go, I'm going to be a doctor, mom, or a wrestler, Right. So that was, I got a chance to do that. And then, of course, when I started on the road, you're being more physical, and so a lot of my workouts turned out to, you're on the road constantly, and your body doesn't have the time to, recover, and that's really key in fitness. And then I found yoga. I actually had a herniated, ta-da!
Ta-da, there you go.
I just did this like 10 minutes before you got here.
The same move?
Yep, right here.
Wow,
on the floor. Yep.
That might have been really weird for the other patrons.
Yeah, it was really good.
How long did it take you when you started doing yoga before you actually reached that point where you could feel not just the physical benefits but the psychological benefits?
I would say about a good year and a half before and I've done it for about 3 years now. I love it. I spread the word as much as I can. It's not just about it's a great workout. Everyone's always looking for the great workout, but this, how it enhances you mentally is amazing, and your focus and everything, and it helps, in a stressful job, which everyone's involved in stressful lives nowadays. It calms.
Boom. Uber agent searching for his next superstar, finding young,
Okay,
girls.
give him my number. I know.
You're ready for it.
I'm ready.
Did you it's role model business. That's the question, really. It's just a fancy way to get to role model business and young people who look up to you. Were you aware of?
Yes, and it was
accordingly.
Of course, I do. It's surprising. I didn't realize at first I get letters from kids and little girls, and they're saying, I want to be like you when I grow up. And what I would try to say, or what I would realize, is that they don't want to be this wrestler on TV, but they think it's cool that a girl is making it a male-dominated world, and that I set my goals on, as a manager when I came in, I was just the girl who walked down the ring, and and then I became 7-time champion. So I set my eye on a goal, and I achieved it, and so that's what they look at, which is interesting. So I always act according, and I try to, and with the health and the fitness and living, leading a healthy life is important, and I try to spread that message as much as I can.
How much managing happens when you're the manager? Do you actually make phone calls on behalf of your client?
Yes.
You do, right?
Yes.
You do all that?
And I sometimes have to oil their back.
That's really awful.
It's just, and pop pimples.
But here's a different, you retired a champ, which doesn't happen.
I know. I'm still waiting for someone to pitch me. You know what? Vince just felt that's the way I should go out. So I was just lucky. He just granted me that. It was the most wonderful, storybook send-off you could ever imagine. And now I will go down as history as the 7-time WWE Women's Champion.
Except when you're at home taking out the garbage.
Right, in my belt, though.
In your belt.
I wear my belt,
That would be totally weird, but you should have. That's what you want. There's always this moment in a young man's life when he realizes, and his father realizes he can now take his dad. They can fight his dad and probably win.
I realized that with mine.
That's right. Yes. At a certain point, you're like, I can actually body slam you.
And I did once, and it wasn't good.
You stratified your father?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Nice to see you.
Yasu.
Thank you.
Thanks, George.